What's up, everybody? My name is Deron Bedward, aka BossMon. I am here to talk to you guys about something that everyone has been asking me about, and that is finance. Basically, we as young adults, we struggle significantly with finance. We come from a place where the generation before us, our parents, basically lived on financial instability all of their lives. A lot of the times they lived off of paycheck to paycheck, especially us within the Black community. And so our parents didn't really pass on the greatest ideas on how to manage money. I've been spending a lot of times learning about finances over these last 5 or 6 years when I started living out on my own, especially when I moved out here to California. Um, and so I'm not saying that I'm here as an expert, but as y'all know, basically what I do on my channel is give y'all advice based on what I have done and trying to learn from the mistakes that I have went through so then that you don't make the same exact mistakes. All right. So from today and over the next couple of weeks, I'm going to be doing a series on finances, specifically in regards to not, the whole thing. Everyone's like, oh, you got to make money online and whatever have you, blah, 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 blah. No, that's not it. If you want to make money online, start a YouTube channel. Okay. We're not talking about that. I want to go back down to the basics of the basics of the basics of the basics. I'm talking about basic level. I'm talking about when you used to have a television and you had to use the antenna and all you had was the basic channel, PBS, watching Arthur. That's what I'm talking about. Basic, basic, basic level. All right. And so basically that's what my series is going to be on. It's going to basically try to change your reality, try to help you see that, money is not something that you have to be afraid of, but it can be a tool. Because at the end of the day, God is who gave us money, period. People say, you shouldn't be talking about money. You shouldn't do anything with money. But at the end of the day, God is the one who gave us money. Why? Because we can use that money in order to help the people who don't have money, right? And so if we learn how to be a steward with our money, God will be able to bless us more in order to bless others with the money that he gives us. So again, next couple of weeks, I'm going to be talking about finances. We're going to be talking about whether it comes to saving, whether it comes to budgeting, when it comes to credit cards. I know a lot of people have been asking me about, how do you go on free trips all the time? We're going to be talking about that. You may be able to make better financial decisions as young adults. All right. So one of the first things that I want to talk about and that I want to point out specifically to everyone is get a savings account. I repeat this again. Get a savings account. Because a lot of the times what a lot of young adults tend to do is to have all of your money in one account. Okay? So you don't know if there's an emergency, what money is that for. Everything is all in one account, and that causes a lot of stress and difficulty. So the first thing that I want you guys to do is to get a savings account. Here's the thing. 70 to 80% of this country cannot afford a $500 emergency. It is fact. And the reason why is because a lot of the times it's because they don't have a savings account. And the other reason is because we're living paycheck to paycheck. And then lastly is because no one really understands what saving means. A lot of the times people think that we need to save our money in order to save it for a house or to save it for a car or to save it for something. But no one ever thinks about if there was an emergency right now, let's say the car that I am driving, the engine breaks down, or even something even simpler as the battery dies out. And batteries these days for cars are between $150 and $200. But at the end of the day, these simple, tiny problems are expensive, right? And so we need to basically be able to have a place where we can turn to that has, just a small fund so then that we can refer to when we need money immediately. And so that's a savings account. So the first thing that I want you guys to do before I even start this series, before I even start talking to y'all about especially credit cards, before I start talking to y'all about even budgeting, is to start working to save $500. A lot of people say, you know, save at least $1,000. I'm a big Dave Ramsey fan, right? Even though he talks about not using credit cards, I still use my credit cards. I have no credit card debt, and I have like 18. And like I said, I travel for free all the time, right? But at the end of the day, I'm still a big fan of his because his big thing is taking care of the minimal things first, right? And so if you can go out and at least save $500 in your savings account, that will be key. So one of the very first things that I want you guys to do is to save $500. But BossMon, yo, where are we gonna get the money from to save $500? All right, well, that's where the budgeting part is gonna come in next week. However, I'm gonna give you a tip right now. Just look at the statement and see what you've been spending on. I'm gonna tell you this right now. There are a lot of things on that credit card statement or checking account statement that you didn't need to buy. That is where you start. Cutting out the expenses that are unnecessary. Necessary expenses are food, shelter, gas for your vehicle, things that you absolutely need. And when I say food, I mean grocery shopping food that you need in order to survive, not brunch. Okay? Now, yeah, I love your brunch. Okay? Brunch. Yeah, not brunch. Okay? Not $100 dinners, right? Out of the steakhouse. Not, you know what I'm saying? Look through your statements and say, all right, did I need to buy this Amazon thing today? Right? No. Okay? Am I going to buy this again? Do I need to go to Starbucks every single day? Did I need to eat Chipotle every single day? Did I need to get extra guac every single time I went to Chipotle this week? Right? Those are the things that you need to cut out. Those are the things that you need to remove so then that you can start saving. I want you guys to start thinking about working towards saving $500 and having that in your savings account. At least $500. Because, especially for y'all who want to be taking all these free trips with the credit card game, y'all ain't gonna be doing that if y'all don't have that $500. Because I don't want y'all coming back to me talking about, yo, Duran, like, how dare you? Like, you told us to get these cards and now I'm in debt. Okay, yeah. See, we need to change your mindset on how money works. All right. So $500 in your savings account. And the next week, we're going to be talking about budgeting. And another thing, if you want to learn more about cheap dates, check here. And if you want to learn more about cheap grocery shopping, check here. Make sure to subscribe. New videos every week. You don't want to miss them.